Diyabet.
Yo'q. Eshitishda muammosi bor odamda kelib
Odamlardan ajralmaydi.
Balans. Nima o'ylaysizlar? Balans yo'q, balans istemadi. Odamni boshlanadigan ko'payib ketdi. Nechta hozir eshitishda muammosi bor odamlar balans tekshiryapti o'zini. Videoda tekshiryapmiz uni. Video Instagram'da agentlar reklama ko'rsatayotgan bor. O'shani bilmoqchimanki, bu eng oddiy ko'rsatishlar. Bu eshitishdagi muammo sekin borgan sari muvozanatdagi muammolarga olib keladi. Okay. I'm show them this small sample about the balance. Because there has many situations when we saw the patients after hearing loss received extra balance problems.
Yeah, exactly. That's so, in this the study and the work that Brainworks does, and that we can make use of as audiologists and hearing aid fitters, is I know it's a little bit blurry to see. There are many things that will impact on the way to dementia. Dementia is this word, this word that everyone is, well, nobody wants dementia, right? And if you have one thing or 2-3 things that you can do that have impact on this way of getting a risk to dementia, we have seen that the biggest thing that you can do something about is hearing aids. There's a lot of other stuff here that has an impact on the way to maybe the risk of getting the dementia, diabetes, we talked about that, depression, smoking, everything. But what you can do something about, because hearing loss has a major impact on the brain, so to avoid dementia. And the only way we can do that, use hearing aids, get hearing aids. But you can't really just throw that in the head of to someone. You have to have a good conversation, and you have to try to explain what is it that your life, how can your life improve when you're using hearing aids.
Yani demensiya kasalligini risk, yani ko'p sabablar bo'lishi mumkin. Bu odamlar diabet, yana chekish deylik, shuning alkogolmi. Lekin eng katta protsenti bu eshitish pasayishi olib keladi, yani sabab hisoblanadi. O'shani hisobiga nima deydi, ya'ni klientga shu narsani tushuntirib berish kerak. Bir xildagi aparat qo'ygan, faqat aparat degan ma'noda emas, imенно shu yo'nalish bilan, ya'ni shu yechim topish kerak, shuni tashxis kerak.
Bu moralni davqa qilish uchun. Masalan, bu yerda 8% ko'rsatilgan. Demensiyaga основной kasallikka olib kelayotganlar 8% eshitishdagi muammolar. Lekin zo'r tarafi biz bu narsani kompensiya qila olamiz eshitish moslamalari bilan. Har qanday yo'nalishda bu to'g'ri tushuntirilishi kerak.
Okay, we talked about this. We can go on. So, you have seen this before, and I will repeat it today because I think repetition is always key. It's the way that we learn and remember. And talking about now we have the clinic and the client in the clinic, and this name dropping of all the fancy names we have in our hearing aids that nobody remembers, and nobody from the end user side don't understand what these features are doing. But they do understand where they have problem hearing. So this conversation opener also, and this is an upselling tool. I think we can provide that to you also in Russia. It's something that you can use when you start discussing the problems with the clients.
Yani fishkalarini, mana texnologiya bor, mana qanday qilib qilsangiz, bu narsani islomiy, ya'ni esdan chiqib qoladi va bu narsani bilmaydi. O'sha hisobda mana hayotda qanaqa klientlar qiyinchilik bo'layotganda shu narsani birinchi o'rinda boshlash kerak, ya'ni birinchi muloqot boshlanayotgan, ya'ni odam o'tganda qiyinchilik, ya'ni bayramlarda, kafega kirganda, teatrga kirganda yoki telefonda qiyinchilik bo'lishi mumkin. Shunaqa hayot vaziyatlar bilan tushuntirib, uni o'sha keyin mutakkalashga davom etish kerak. Yani alışveriş fişke var, ondan fişke var yani.
Lekin bitta narsa bor. Bitta o'sha joyda ham birinchi aksiyada deyman, odamning ish qilishini tushunishimiz kerak-da. Kim bunga nimani eshitish qiziqligini ham tushunish kerak. Masalan, hoji qizlar ara haqida gapirsak, baloni o'tishlarga gapirda. Agar ko'ringiz bor, yangisi chiqdi deb aytadish. Boshida.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to'g'ri gap.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
Sochi bor odamga sochi ektiring
make them tell you where they have problems hearing, and that's easier then to move on to the next step where you say, well, you said you have problem outdoors. We have a solution for you. We have hearing aids working with green noise reduction, for example, right?
Yani shuna vaziyat bo'ladigan bo'lsa, yo'q siz bu narsaga yechim bor, yani siz bu narsani qo'llab-quvvatlashingiz mumkin. Imkoniyatlari aytib bersangiz
And then you can relate to this, and it's easier then. Yeah, okay. It's easier then to move on when they have the tickets here, and you can say, okay, you have an active social life. You will not be happy with a hearing aid that caters to a calm everyday life. If you have a lot of things, you have parties, meetings, you move around, you're like Sardar. Sardar, would he be happy with the key too? No.
Impossible.
Impossible. You would need a key nine, right? So when you have your clients with you in this communication, they have told you where they have their issues, and it's much easier for you to present the solution for them when you have them on board.
Jana aytganingizda o'zimdan qo'shiman, hayot tarzini birinchi o'rinda so'raladi. Hayot tarzini so'ragandan keyin aktivniy, passivniy yoki o'rtacha aktivniy insonlar bo'ladi. Masalan, aktivniy insonlar ularga misol keyk qilib bo'lmaydi, chunki bu hayot sifatini berolmaydi. O'sha insonga qancha aktiv bo'lsa, eng kamda yaxshiroq komplikatsiyalarni maslahat qilish kerak. Чтобы hayot, ya'ni bizga beradigan yechimi fozini
Сразу вопрос, давайте question in this moment. I want to understand which type of the people my team counted like the active people. I want to know. I want to understand that from their side. Savol. Qanaqa odamlarni aktiv deb hisoblaysizlar? Qanaqa deb fikr aytasiz? Aktiv hayot kechiradiganlarni nima nazarda tutyapsizlar?
Har xil insonlar bilan
muloqotda bo'ladi.
Aktiv, eng zo'rida, eng aniq bu xizmat ko'rsatish degani emas. Bu har xil akustik holatdagi tushadigan odamlar. O'qituvchilar bor masalan, ular masalan bu har xil akustik holatga tushadigan. Shuni tushunib olinglar. Ular aktiv guruhga qo'shamiz sразу. Ular holatini o'zgartiradi. Jimxonaga kiradi, laboratoriyaga kiradi, производствоga kiradi, bolalarning oldiga kiradi, majlisga kiradi, telefonda gaplashadi, onlayn telefon nimada qatnashadi, uchrashuvda. O'sha aktivni hisoblanadi. Uni yoshi qiziq emas. Aktiv deganda yuradi, yurmaydi-da. Bu prosta uni yoshi qiziq emas. U qiladigan faoliyat turidan muhim. Uyda o'tiradi xolosmi va uni tushunishlangi kerak. Bu yugurishida yoki turniga tortishini aktiv deb hisoblanmaydi. Eng muhim joyi. Shuni tushunib yeting. Aktivlik degani shunaqa.
Quloq aktiv bo'lish.
Da.
Yeah, it's very, very good to ask. Because that's active. Active lifestyle. Yeah. So have your clients ticking in, have a good conversation, make them talk back to you. That's the best thing you can do with your clients, I would say. And also, I think I'm not going to go into depth with this, but I think this is so important from our side as resound here. Because you're working with Omnia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Omnia Nexia also the same. We have the top directionality. This is the heart of what we do from resound, our hearing aids. What we provide with feature is the directionalities, the absolute best thing that you can trust and rely on from resound, right? Now, if you have a Nexia 9 or an Omnia 9, you will have the best directionality. But if you're stepping down to an Omnia 7 or an Omnia 5, you go down in directionality also. So generation-wise, right? So if you have a Omnia 5 here, you are fitting something that we introduced more than 4 years ago.
Yes. My team doesn't know about this situation
don't
because they start from here.
Which is good.
Yes.
But it's nice to see the 9, 7 and the 5, right? Yeah. And another thing, my dear friends, how many hearing aids do you fit? 1 or 2?
Bittalarni yaxshi ikkitami? Everybody is два.
Everybody's love. Good. You have my audiology love here. Because all these nice features you have with the directionality is not working with only one hearing. You have to have 2.
Negative joy.
Type-C ham bor, nimasi ham bor. Telefonga nimaga? Yo'q, Type-C emas.
O'sha hisobda qachonki mana soat 10 bo'ladi komputer, ya'ni komputer 900 bo'ladi, 360 gradus mikrofon bilan jihozlangan. O'sha hisobda bemalol informatsiyani yaxshiroq qabul qiladi. Lekin agar 10 5 bo'lib, ya'ni uni texnologik darajasi pastga tushadigan bo'lsa, 4 yillar o'sha orqaga qaytish bo'ladi. Ya'ni odatda aytganda mikrofonlar imkoniyati kamaygani hisobida oldingi texnologiya unga joylashgani hisobida yuqori texnologiyani baribir afzalroq apparatlar beradi.
Eng muhim joyi qoldi. Eng muhim joyini ayt.
Hammasi juftda ishlaydi, ya'ni bino'ra.
Bitta narsani har doim eslatamiz, buni bilasizlar. Hamma texnologiyalar faqatgina binauralni nastroyga qilingan paytda ishlaydi. Sababi hamma texnologiyalar binauralga mo'ljallangan. Manualda hech qaysi texnologiyasi to'laqonli ishlamaydi. Qisman ishlashi mumkin, lekin to'laqonli emas. O'sha reklamada, posterlarda qo'ygan narsalarimiz hech qaysi ishlamaydi. To'laqonli ko'rsatib bera olmaymiz bitta apparatda. Iloji yo'q.
Ya'ni mana bu kimdir mana iPhone 6 chiqdi, kimdir olmoqchi bo'lsa 10 9 olish kerak. To'g'risi ham buni texnologiyasini olish uchun. Agar 5-komplektatsiya, 5-texnologik o'rin bo'ladi, bo'lsa iPhone 14 ga qaytib qoladi, lekin 16 ning imkoniyatini beradi. Shunga o'xshaydi.
Yeah, Key has the solution down here also, but yeah, okay. And in the fitting software, the comparison just very quickly. This is what you can do with the Omnia 9, the 360 all around, Omnia 7, all access, and Omnia 5. Binaural directionality 3. So you can see the comparison here. But you also see that you have much more tools to work with if you have the Omnia 9 compared to the 7 and the 5 for speech understanding. What is the most important? What do people want from the hearing aids? Want to hear noise, right?
Yes.
So you have tools here. Yeah.
Fitting fitting diskda qaranglar. Nastroyka oynasida tepadagi birinchi qatori bu 9, ikkinchisi 7, oxirgisi 5. Ko'rib turganlaringdek, endi как премиальный variantda hamma imkoniyatlar ochilgan bo'ladi. Bemorimizga shovqinda ovozni eshitishiga yordam berishi mumkin bo'lgan maksimal darajadagi imkoniyatlar bor. Qancha level pasaygan sari imkoniyatlar ham kamayib boradi. Da.
Yeah. Just to line them up here. I think I will jump a little to this. Have you seen this before, the spectrogram?
Yes.
It's very nice to talk about the quiet environments, omnidirectionality mode. You can see here, you can skip our competitors, it's not important. I think our spectrogram here shows how we are using the omnidirectionality for the hearing aid. So make sure that the end user always hear everything around, the awareness of sound. But I also like this picture very much because it shows what happens if you only have one hearing aid. Yeah, you lose so much on the other side. Now you're already fit binaural, but I think it's just nice to see it as a reminder also.
Is it simple for when the patient use on the one side, I'm right?
Yeah, exactly. Because we are displaying only the right
On
side
the right
here.
side only.
Yeah, so you see
Is
everything
this
as
noise?
well.
This is written.
No, this is energy of speech. So
Energy
you're
of
picking
speech.
up.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to show the example about how many information we are lose.
Exactly, and the head shadow also make a
Tushundingmi?
play here. Mhm.
Давай. Men aytib
Endi bu yerda bir tomonini ko'rsatgan, bitta apparatni o'zi mana bu qizilda turgan aynan yani gap muloqot bo'lyapti. O'shansini qanaqa bitta apparat o'zini qanaqa diapazonda olishi bildirilgan va ikkinchi tomonda e'tiboringiz ko'p. Ya'ni agar
shuncha informatsiyani yo'qotyapti.
Informatsiyani yo'qotib qo'yadi. Bitta tomondan eshitganingizda
tushundilarmi? Bu yerda mana bu ovozni mощности, ovozni ovoz manbasi borligini radioaktiv nimani ulavliyut qilayotganini ko'rsatyapti. Okay.
I think it's not important to. Okay, I'm coming here. Sorry, it's my. I did a little. I put this together this morning, the presentation. I think before we move on, we're going to talk cross by cross also. But when we mentioned the story that I have from my previous when I was fitting hearing aids, we have told it many times. I have a slight twist to it, so it will why we will bring it up again. Because we're still in upselling and we're still talking about what do you think when your client is coming into the clinic? Like your mind is immediately going to make up an assumption about this person coming in. And I have this story and you have heard it before, but I will tweak it a little bit today.
Okay.
Speak too
Bundan
much.
oldingi istoriyasini aytib beraman dedi. Bundan oldingi men apparat nastroyga qilib yurgan paytimdagi o'zim istoriyamni, tariximni aytib beraman dedi. Bu bemor kelganda qanaqa qilib klik degan klikga o'shani tushunmadim, o'sha nima degani, qanaqadir qilib действовать qilishdi, bemorga действовать qilishdi o'rgataman deyapti.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know the.
one people who is a fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But there's a little twist to it. Because we were talking about that
Twist,
yesterday.
what do you mean
Twist. A
twist?
little change. Focus on something else.
Okay,
here.
okay, now I
Twist.
understand. Now I
Twist
understand.
is actually the,
Yes.
the dance. A little twist on the story. So this story is from, we all meet patients, we all have our memories, and it's good or bad. We have the really nice clients that will stay with us for a long time. But unfortunately, we also have those clients that are a little hard to work with.
Yeah.
When you're thinking to yourself, like, oh no, not him again, or not her again. Like, oh. And you know it's going to be a bit tough, right?
Bizda hammamizda istoriya bor deyapti. Yaxshi xotiralar, yomon xotiralar ham bor albatta deyapti. Baribir klientlarimiz bor, qaysiki ko'proq gaplashging keladi, qaysiki shu kelmasaydi, shu eshitmasam bu deydiganlari ham bor.
I had a lady, she had so much feedback issues, so really tough ears. Her ears were like moving around all the time, and all the hearing aids, whatever I did, it whistled, and I could hear her when she parked her car and start to walk towards my clinic, and I was like, no. It's like, yeah.
Bitta madam bo'lgan ekan, madam nima bilan обратный связь bilan muammo bilan bemor bor ekan. U qo'l berishlik deyapti, qulog'i juda ham noqulayda, скорее всего, qutqarish yaxshi chiqmaydi.
But it's not her we're going to talk about. It's a man who came to my clinic. He showed up in the door, and my first thought, and this is the twist to it, my first thought when I saw this man in the door, it was like, I don't think he can buy hearing aids from me. I don't think he has the money.
Bu madam haqida emas, bu bir yigit kishi haqida gapirib beraman deyapti. Eshigimdan kirdi deyapti. Keyin men ko'rib turib aytayaptiki, bu ish bo'la olmaydi. Turk ko'rinishidan qarab, ish bo'la olmaydi. Eshitish ham kerak emas bunga umuman deyapti. Shunaqa fikrga keldim deyapti.
He didn't look like that, and even if I didn't maybe think the thought thought out, I had this feeling in my, like, how I was communicating with this man, that I had made up my mind he would probably not be able to buy hearing aids from me. That's something you do and you're not aware of this. It just happens, and that's the danger of it. Like, and that is assumptions, right?
Yeah. Bemorga qo'ygan paytda birinchi marta bemorga qo'ysang apparatni deyapti. Bu birinchi effektini ko'rsang, shundagina senda ishonch paydo bo'ladi deyapti. Tushundingmi? Birinchi effektni ko'rsang, shundagina senda ishonch, nimadir qilmoqchiligingni, qilayotganingni his qila olasan deyapti. O'zgaradi deyaptilar.
So, but what happens with this man, and this is the story that some of you might have heard, but he walks in and he's like very determined. He's like sitting in his chair and he's almost a little bit angry also, like, give me a hearing aid.
Yeah.
I was okay. This was not what I expected.
Tushundilar emotsiyalar nima deganini. Give me hearing aids. Apparat bermanga deyaptilar.
And the story then goes that I started to talk with him. He was young in our world. He was around 40 years. That's very young in our world. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I say like, well, maybe we should do a hearing test first, so I know your audiogram from you, right?
Bir yosh yigit deyapti, 40larga kirgan deyapti. Uni shu birinchi apparat ber deyapti, bu yo'q deyapti-da. Birinchi bo'lsa audiogramma qilaylik, sani eshitishingni tushunaylik nimaligini deyapti.
And he said, okay, but let it be fast.
Tez bo'lishimiz kerak faqat. Faqat tez bo'lish kerak deyapti.
I said, okay, let's go. So we did the hearing test, and then my first assumption was that he didn't have the money. My second was that his hearing loss was probably not that bad. That was also because we had this conversation. I couldn't really feel that he had difficulties hearing me. So I put him in the test box, and here's, you know, what happens when like nothing happens in there. So is it something wrong with the headphones? So I was opening, listening. No, they were working. I do the audiogram. This man has a hearing loss flat 70. Flat 70.
Aytib berasan?
Yana aytayotdilar, boshida keldi. Yo'q, men o'zimdan qiyinchilikda qiynalmayman, gaplashishni bo'lgan eshitganim bo'ldi. Keyin o'tirdim, mikroga qo'yganimda cho'ta ham yengilroq kuchlanish bo'lsa, cho'ta javob bermayapti. Hayron qoldim. Oldiga borib naushnik tekshirsa, naushnik ishlayapti. Keyin oxiri tekshirib bo'lgandan keyin qarasam 70 desibel atrofida chiqayotgan ekan.
Bajera slohi.
70 desibel atrofida bo'lgan. Ya'ni o'zicha mana unaqa qiyinchilik sezmagandek bo'ldi, lekin 70 atrofida yani bo'lgan.
So I was like, man, how do you communicate that? I mean, how is this possible that you have this developed speech? Because this was from his youth, his childhood, with the hearing loss. And what do you work with? And he said that he's working with repairing grass cutter machines. Lawn mowers is the word in English. And I was looking at him and the hearing loss and said, how do you do that? And he said, I feel them. He puts his hand on the grass cutter, the lawnmower. He feels where the problem is. So he developed other skills to compensate for his hearing loss.
Boshida misol qanaqa gaplashayotgan ekan, hayron qoldi. Ya'ni o'xshaydi bunaqa keldi. Undan keyin so'radim, qancha vaqtdan beri muammo bor degan, yoshligimdan degan javob bergan. Undan keyin qanaqa nima ishlaysan deganda, gazovka kasirka bor.
Servisida remont qiladi.
O'sha remont bilan shug'ullangan. Bu qanaqa u eshitish kerak bu narsani desa, yo'q, men o'sha his qilaman ishlar.
Уже человек odamda boshqa sezgi organ, boshqa manba orqali qabul qilishni o'rganganda, keyin shuni orqasidan. Da, kompensatsiya qilgan.
So long story short, he was still very like, give me. So when are you gonna give me the hearing aids? Just give me hearing aids, the best you got. I didn't expect that either. So okay, I have to order them. Hearing aids. He come back 1 week later.
Zakaz ber.
En zo'rini berdi. Yana tezroq berdi. Ha, bo'pti, zakaz qilib, faqat bir haftadan keyin bizga o'sha sirlar yo'q edi,
Da. He's very pushy. That's like, okay. I give him a week later. I give him the hearing aids, and he's also just fit them. How long can this take? It's very like, hurry up, lady. And I was like, yeah, fit the hearing aids. I gave him the best we had, top-notch product. He has never used hearing aid in his entire life. And here's the twist then also. He walks out the door, and I'm still sitting in my chair like,
What do you do finally?
What just happened here? I sold the best hearing aids. I was happy. The saleswoman in me was like, yeah, good. I sold the good hearing aids. So it was an easy sell. 10 minutes. Gone. Cash right into the cash. Yeah.
Bir haftadan keyin apparat keldi, qo'ydik tezroq ber apparatni degan, taqqan 10 minutda shunday eng topoy levelda olgan chiqib ketgan. O'ylab o'tiribdi, nima bo'ldi? Bu qanaqa bo'ladi? Nima bo'ladi deb o'ylab o'tiribdi bu. Ko'p bo'ldi.
But the reasons why this story stayed with me is first my assumption that I didn't, my like unaware assumption that this man cannot buy hearing aids. Second, I don't think he has a hearing loss that bad. I know this, I'm an audiologist. I know that you should not do the assumptions, but those happens anyway. And the third reason why this story stayed with me is what happens in the end here. He walks out the door. And when he opens the doorknob, this man, he's very like stompy. He's very like, takes the door knob to open the door, and he just stops. He freezes in his tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns to me and says, am I supposed to hear this? And I was like, yeah, you are.
Shuni yurib bordida eshikda shunday ruchkasini ushlab turib chiliq etganda uri shu eshitayotganini his qildida u. Men shuni qilsam bo'ladimi deyapti-da. Men shuni qilyapman, shunaqa qilib yuryapmanman deyapti. Burda qilib borganida. U bundan oldin eshitmaganda bunaqa qilib yurishni hamda his qilmaganda.
And that reaction, when I see him react to the sound, it's something that stays with my audiology heart. And also, I think, I don't remember if it was a month later or something, I get this letter, a handwritten letter. Who does get letters today? I mean, it's always on the phone, everything, right? I get this letter, I open up, and it's this long letter where this man has listed everything that he now could hear with his new hearing aids. And in the bottom of that letter, he had written, thank you for changing my life.
It is important. It is important.
Yes.
Hozir aytayaptiki, kim hozir deyapti, xat yozyapti, qo'lda deyapti. Lekin u odam menga deydi, xat yozdi oxirida deyapti. Eshitish moslaması bilan nimalarni eshitishni boshlaganini hammasini yozib turib, oxirida yozib qo'yibdi. Rahmat, meni hayot sifatimni qaytarganingga deb yozib qo'yibdi. Shunaqa deb xat qilib yozib jo'natib yuboribdi. 21-asrda. Davno unaqa narsa yo'q. Klassik.
Uzun xat bo'lganda hamma eshitayotgan narsasini yozib chiqadi. Shunaqa uzunligini, ya'ni bundan oldin eshitmaydi. Qiziq bo'lgan, mana buni eshitaman.
Lekin we have also so many same histories.
Yes, yeah, we all have them.
Who is
they're precious. They're very precious.
I know that in Yulas in Adham have many stories about this. Many childs also have them.
Oh, children, yeah.
We do very good job.
Yeah, I know.
We do very good job.
I know you do, and that's so important. And
I like it. I will work for this. We do the very good job.
I know you do, and I'm very proud to be here and to listen to you all also. If you want to share stories, I think it's just important that we sometimes just stop a little, pause a little, and think about the power that you all have here in this room, the power to change a person's life with giving them hearing aids. Just remember that from time to time, that power.
Bizlar hammamiz bir insonlarni hayotini o'zgartiradigan bir kuchimiz, ya'ni birdamligimiz bor.
Shu biz hammamiz vazifamiz bitta. Oldimizga qo'ygan maqsadimiz, vazifamiz shu odamlarning hayot tarzini yaxshilash.
I think it's important. I know you do a very good job. And if you at some point feel like sharing stories, you're always welcome to do that. I love to listen to stories.
Bunaqa istoriyalar sizlarda ham bo'lsa, sizlardan ham eshitishga doim tayyorman. Xursandman bunaqa narsalar eshitishdan deyapti-da.
Okay.
Okay, we'll continue.
Yes. So we'll leave a little bit of the directionality and the upselling and everything. I think we have touched upon that for a little while. And I have been asked also today, and I serve, and I deliver, to introduce you to the wireless CROS by CROS solution that we have Now pay attention, because this is not Omnia. The wireless cross-by-cross solution we have is Nexia. It's the next generation of the hearing aids. And I don't know if
You know the
wanna...
Nexia what mean in Uzbekistan?
Mhm.
It is a very popular car model. Nexia. They have the three level of the differences. Nexia 1, Nexia 2, Nexia 3.
Okay, okay.
So the
So
three generation.
now we're gonna give them Nexia 9.
Nexia 9.
It's gonna be a good
Bugun men sizlarga
car
hozir
to drive.
CROS haqida gapirib bermoqchiman deydi. Hoji aka, nima faqat bu Nexia'da hozir boshlang'ich ma'lumot. Masalan, eslanganda bo'lsa, Resoundda mana shu punktimiz bo'sh edi. CROS yo'q edi eslanganda bo'lsa, cross sistema yo'q edi Resoundda. Bularda ham paydo bo'lyapti, shu narsa shuni aytib beryapti. Bu wireless. What does it mean the wireless technology? Wireless cross system. What is the differences with the normal LFMI?
Yeah, now when you mentioned it, I started to see Nexias everywhere, because we don't have them in Europe.
It is the same with the LFMI.
No, so
Okay. Okay. Bu LFMI sistema ekan bu ham bir xil.
different names in different parts of the
Bu
world. So I did
keyingi
not know.
etapda chiqadi deyapti.
Yeah.
Keyin
Okay.
bizda Nexia'ni aytyapman. Nexia bizda Nexia mashinamiz bor bizda deb populyarniy. Okay.
So homologation and so I don't know about that.
Homologation will be.
You fix it.
Now is started.
You will fix it. So I have this updated product brochure here where the Nexia cross by cross. I'm sorry for the car thing. I did not know that. It's not me who decides the name. Where the cross by cross is. So when do you use a cross by cross hearing aid? It is when you have a non-functioning deaf ear on one side, a bad side, and then you have either a perfectly working ear on the other side, or you have a hearing loss on that side, right?
Yani cross bilasizlar, tasvirda ishlatasiz. Yani bitta tomon umuman bo'lmasa, bitta tomon bosiq bo'lsa, agar cross bo'lsa, bitta tomon past, bitta tomon cross.
And the main consequences when you have a bad side hearing and the good side on the other is that you will have issues hearing speech from the impaired side. The bad side, yes, of course, you will. You will also have poor sound localization, because it is more difficult for the brain to understand from where is the sound coming when you have one deaf side and one working side. It's a mess in the head.
Endi o'sha tomonlama eshitishi, ya'ni tomonlama eshitish zaxiraligi bo'lgan inson bo'ladigan bo'lsa, sanasa bu gaplarni qaysi tomondan gapirayotganini, o'sha tomon, o'sha eshitish past bo'lgan tomonini gapini tushunmaydi, eshitmaydi. Ikkinchidan, kim qayerdan gapirayotganini endi uchinchidan shu vaziyatda gaplarni yaxshi tushunadi. Ya'ni bir-biriga qo'shilib ketib qoladi. Yani bir tomonlama kallik bo'lgan insonlar.
Also understanding speech and noise, of course, but I think what is most important to think about here is the auditory fatigue, the tiredness of the brain, that it has to work and work and work all the time to understand where is the sound coming from. And in the end of the day, these people are very tired.
Yani odatda endi charchab qoladi inson. Juda charchab, miyasi juda charchab qolgan inson. Ko'p narsa yoqmaydi, endi charchagan.
Sababi oxiri noto'g'ri tushuntirmayapsan-da bu Abdurahmon. Maqsad bir tomoni sog'lom odamga ikkinchi tabirab qo'ygan paytda birinchi o'rinda unga faqatgina yengillik beradi, osonroq gapni tushunish hamda orientatsiya berish uchun. Maqsad shunda. Shuni hisobiga nagruzkani yechish. Odam o'ylash uchun qancha vaqt ketishiga ham o'ylaganda ko'proq vaqt ketadi-yu. Shuni hisobiga bu apparat tashab berganda osonroq bo'ladi. Masalan, o'ng tarafdagi ovozni chapga tashab bergan paytda osonroq odam tushunadi. Vaqt yo'qotmaydi-da. Bu masalan o'ng qulog'i chapda eshitish uchun sarflanadigan energiyani tejab qoladi.
I know it's not a big number of people who are in use, who need a cross-by-cross solution. It's very low. Actually, the prevalence is around 0.14. The example is from the US, but it's the same around the world. So 0.14% of the people in your country here that has a hearing loss are in need of a cross-by-cross solution. But that is not the point. That is not the point. The point is that for Resound, we have not had a wireless cross-by-cross solution. I always had to use the wire.
Yeah.
And that is maybe not so good looking always, that you want to have a wire. So we have been waiting for this wireless solution for a while, and we're so happy to have it, because now you can trust that we have a solution with the resound sound world. You don't have to step out. You can always think that, yes, resound, I have a solution, no matter the problem your client is coming with. Did I say for too much again?
Odatda aytganda mana bu ko'rsatilgan boshida Amerikada 14% insonlarda, ya'ni 350 ming amerikansklarga yaqinlarda shunaqa bir tomondan kuzatilgan. O'shani hisobida oldin kabel bilan bo'lgan bo'lsa, hozir shu besprovодной связь orqali bor. O'shani hisobida resound bemalol imkoniyat bera oladi. Bu vaziyatda
to'liq portfolioga ega bo'lishdi endi. To'liq portfolioga ega bo'lishdi endi.
So what does it look like? This is the products that you can choose between. I will talk a little bit more about the how it looks like later, but I mean the hearing loss. But you can choose. On the bad side, we are going to use a transmitter. That is a non-functioning hearing aid, but it's transmitting sound to the working side all the time. Transmitting. That is what you see here. CX is the abbreviation for CROS. And then we have a little one here telling that it's under the hood. There's an antenna in the hearing aid, and that is what we need. Oh. That is what we need to stream the sound to the hearing side. The one here.
Two level, two type of the.
Yeah, two types. Yes, and I'm going to come to that.
Two type of the domes.
Yeah.
boshida K yozgan o'sha CROS, ya'ni o'shandan olingan, ya'ni bir degani yana o'z bitta tomoniga kerak bo'lgan hisobida va bu transmitter, ya'ni как полноценный слуховой аппарат hisoblanadi. Faqat o'sha mikrofon yo'naltiruvchi o'sha hisobida как bitta tomonga bo'lgan sport qilingan 60 bilasizlar degan shu dizayni bor, ya'ni zaryadka qilinadigan, ilman 960, 560 o'sha 60 olingan. Ya'ni siz bildinglar, dual mikrofon, receiver, wireless va charger, ya'ni zaryadka versiyasi bor. Buning ikki xil versiyasi bor, 177 da 160.
So the micro-E, which is the smallest in the industry, I don't know if you've seen it, probably not. I will find it here. Oh, it's here. The micro-E can stream from one side. I will pass it around. Smallest. Rechargeable. That is on the deaf side, and then it can stream to the other RIA models in Nexia. Has to be Nexia, it has to be that car thing here. And why do we have different solutions? You can also use the BTE model. And that is because sometimes when you have a non-functioning ear, it can be, for example, without ear canal, you have to have different options. How do you put this hearing aid in, or the transmitter on the bad side? How do you make it sit there and not fall off, right? So that's why we have different solutions. Micro-E to the RIAs or BTE to the other BTEs.
Yes.
Fizionomiya,
odamning fizionomiyasiga qarab. Qaysi BTS ham bor, RIS bor. Qolgan brendlarda faqat RIda, to'g'rimi? Adashmayapmanmi? Kimda bor? Silkda endi u Silk Cross u unutrушной. BTS yo'q-ku? BTS yo'q. Okay.
Do you know what CROS stands for?
We talk about another competitors who have the BT CROS devices.
The other company. I'm now offended.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah, so now we have the solution within the resound portfolio, so you don't have to step out from the resound world. As I said in the beginning, this is about you can trust us to always make sure to have a good solution for you.
Sizlar bizga ishoninglar, biz sizlarga to'g'ri produkt beramiz, deyapti.
Men ko'rganim BT variantini odam Germaniyaga borib 10 ming gapirib olib keldi-da, BT variantidagi produktni recharge qildi.
Ahmoq ekan, aytib qo'ygan. Bo'ldi shu. Tomin ketdi. Shunaqa o'zimizni fikrlar. Okay.
Aka Toshkentdagi operatsiya qilamiz. Jo'rabek implantatsiyaga aytdi dedi. Shuni dedi, uni qo'limda implantatsiya qilish yoqmadi. Germaniyaga ketdim. Qarindoshim bor. Gaplashdi, bordim.
Ketsa baribir qiladi.
Iloji yo'q, oxiri barib qiladi.
Uchinchi daraja.
Kech bo'lib ketadi просто.
Ya 2-3 bo'lsa unda yaxshi.
2-3
qilamiz.
gaplashdi 20 ming degan unga hisobga. 20 ming dollar aytdi. Xohlagan joyga chaqirtirib beraman degan. Keyin Nargiz opaga chiqqan, qo'ygan Nargiz opa aytgan, "Sen qabul qilgan meni shogirdim, lekin seni o'sha Samarqand implantatsiyani operatsiya qildirib, birinchidan gap sen ustiga kamida 1000-2000 dollar olyapti." Shunaqa aytib bergan.
Raqam ekan.
Shunaqa 20 ming dollar deb aytgan.
Yaxshi. 20 ming o'zi narxi shunaqa hozir. Normal. Okay. We talk about a little different story.
Okay.
Yes.
I can say the good things that we heard back from our Nexia CROS by CROS solution is that we have a very low noise floor in the hearing aids, which is interesting. If you have one perfectly working side, this ear will pick up if you have a high noise floor, right? It will sound like a machine. It will sound strange. So we are very pleased to tell you that the feedback we got from customers using this system is that the noise floor is very low, and it's a very transparent sound in the CROS. Yeah.
I want to try that. How will be
Yeah.
use it?
You want to try it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm checking, testing.
Mhm.
Hozir gapirgan gapi nimasi bo'yicha bir tomonlama eshitishda muammosi bor odamlardagi agar bir tarafi mutlaqo sog'lom bo'lsa, qanaqa holatlarga tushishi mumkinligini, qanaqa qiyinchilik bo'lishini tushuntiryapti. Bir tarafda eshitmaganda nima bo'ladi. Okay.
Also, the battery time is also important here. So from the bad side, the transmitter, either this one or that one, will last for 16 hours. It has just one job to do, and that is stream the sound from the bad side to the good
They're
side.
not stopping the anytime, I'm right?
No, unless you turn it off, of course. But if, I mean, you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do.
I mean the transmitter working system. They don't stop at the cells and
No, it's streaming and streaming and streaming, transmitting,
yes.
transmitting. So non-stop transmitting, and that's so 16 hours of use.
What about the situation is with the hearing aids? Will be enough time? What do you think?
Yeah, the hearing aids-
Are you compared about this?
The hearing
Because
aids.
will be take more energy for the transmitting, receiving the transmitting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It will be around like the numbers we have from when you're streaming with the hearing aid. You're receiving something. It's not as hard for the receiving side as for the transmitter side. So that takes more power. The receiving side will last for about 20 to 24 hours. So the hearing aid will still function, have this capacity as we talk about when we have charging times. 20 hours if you stream 50% of the time, and what is it, 12 if you stream 100% of the time. But it's not the same here. This hearing aid is just receiving. On the good side, it's receiving. This is the fella that does the hard
more
work.
energy, yes.
All the
Mostly
time, yeah.
will be power will be go up from the.
It's tougher for them, yeah.
does
But
be
this is just sitting there and say, yes, I hear the sound, and 20 hours ran.
Savol berdim bir nima bo'yicha bu rechargeable bu 16 soat ketadi deyapti akkumulyatorni. Bu tarafdagi apparat qabul qilayotgan apparatda hayot sikli kamaymaydimi desam, bu hisob olingan deyapti. Основное ударение bu yoqqa ketadi, katta ketadigan energiya transmitterga ketadi deyapti. Bu yoqda faqat qabul qilganni hisobiga unaqa tok ketmaydi deyapti. Undan qo'rqmasak bo'laveradi, muammo yo'q. Because topic one extra topic not only the receiving from the transmitter, also the connection with the Bluetooth also will be taking the many energy.
There is an antenna in the hearing aid here in Nexia, which works with Bluetooth Low Energy audio, and that is what streams the sound all the time here. So, but it's not going to be in use for the transmitter. It's just the streaming. It's just the fact that they take the sound from the bad side and send that information to the hearing side, and that will help the end user to understand localization, for example, and better speech understanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo'q deyapti. Biz faqatgina transmissiya qilgan hisobiga bemalol kuch yetadi deb yana bir marta tasdiqlayapti. U aslida Bluetooth bilan ishlaydigan qismi nimaga deyapti? Apparatga ulanadi deyapti. Undan muammo yo'q deyapti. Okay.
Now you're getting a little sneak peek also for the micro-re. The micro-re isn't in the Nexia family and not in the Omnia. Omnia has a mini-re.
Mini-re.
So what do you think about it? Is it nice, the size?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice. I saw ko'rdilarmi hamma? O yangisi bu very micro is very good.
The Maria works,
Bu
yes.
very nice.
It's very nice.
Nice and rechargeable.
Yes, rechargeable. The industry's smallest rechargeable.
Smallest rechargeable
Yes.
device.
Yes.
Hozir industriyamizdagi eng kichkina rechargeable rig apparat ekan. Ha, bu kolonka Surface 3 3 bo'ladi. SF3 bor, SF2 emas. SF3 K-like emas, Omnia-like. Quick question, the same receiver with Omnia, right?
Yeah, same receivers.
SF3,
Yes.
SF3. Surface 3.
Same receivers. Same receivers. Both LP, MP, HP, UP, MRE, all of them can be used to them.
Bir xil hammasi shu mana Omnia-like bir xil tushurar ekan.
How much do you think it weighs? The weight of it?
Weight of?
Yeah, if you weigh the Omnia Mini-re and then you weigh the weight.
Yeah, weight.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yes, it is a difference.
Really different.
It is actually a difference.
Really, заметно.
I happen to know exact numbers, so.
Реально заметно
What's your
farkı
guess?
var deyapti.
What's your guess?
Реально changing the battery style or battery size? What is
It's
important? Of course,
Yeah.
the weight is coming from the battery.
Yes, it is. So it's but it is actually the same size of the battery inside. That is not what we have made smaller. Shrink something, grow something.
Okay.
So the battery size is the same, but the other things has changed.
What is changed? Contact. What is the? Because I know what is the inside in the instruments. He's also know what is in the batteries, amplifier,
Yeah.
two microphone, some plastic part.
It's not like the Omnia is weighing like 1 kilo and then we have 1 gram. That's not the change, but
Yes,
there is a change. There's a difference between the Mini-re and the Micro-re. You want to know the weight? I want to hear a guess.
1-2 gram maybe. 1-2 gram.
Yes, you're right.
Maybe.
The Mini-re weighs 3 grams. The Micro-re 2.
2 gram. Difference. I think this is.
It is very nice, huh?
Yes, really.
Yeah.
Mini-re is very nice.
And 16% smaller. I cannot say 16 in Russian.
60% kichikroq deyapti.
16% smaller.
Lekin rechargeable hech kimda bunaqa kichkina yo'q lekin, bir ko'rganmisizlar? Bunaqa kichkina rechargeable yo'q lekin rostdan.
Yeah. So, think now it's 11:30. Can go on a little, or do you want? It's 11:30. Time.
Now is time.
11:30.
Okay. Without coffee break.
Without.
We will finish at 12:10 is okay. Without any.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Good. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Can we,
nima qilmayapmiz? Tanaffus qilmasdan 12:12 tugataveramiz bitta qilib. Bo'laveradi? Давайте. Okay.
So I'm thinking this is a good example of when you need a CROS solution, perfectly normal hearing, and then nothing on the left side here. It's just an example.
Eng ideal nima CROS sistemani qo'yishga bo'lgan eng ideal nima obrazets audiogramma bo'yicha. Bir tarafi soppa-sog'lom, bir tarafida bateriya eshitmayapti. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good example. And if you then have a hearing loss here, then it's a bi-cross because we will have to give gain on the bad side, right? Yeah. Or on the hearing side, sorry. It is a little tough to keep everything in. in mind. Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
quiz,
Yeah. Oh, take.
we will add in the next quiz.
Yeah.
In next quizzes, differences of the bicross and
Yeah.
the cross.
Yes, exactly.
When
It's,
we
it's
need.
good. It's good to think about that. Just a few thoughts about what can lead to a single-sided deafness. We can have a viral bacterial infection, some other disorders, genetics, head trauma, a tumor, acoustic nebranoma, and sudden
tumor.
deafness.
Acoustic
also.
neuroma.
It's a tumor on the hearing nerve.
Yeah.
It is not bad. It can never be like, it's not like a bad tumor that spread. But what it does is grow on the hearing nerve, and then it destroys the hearing nerve completely. You never heard about that?
I never heard about this.
I did my thesis actually on acoustic nebranoma when I studied. Yeah, so I know how it looks like. It's not deadly, but it's annoying, and you lose the hearing.
Kasallik, qaysi kasalliklar oqibatidan bir tomonlama eshitishda pasayish paydo bo'lishi mumkinligi ro'yxati. Бактерицидный, автоиммунно, генетический, когнитический, boshdagi travma, akustik nevronoма deyapti. Men buni boshqa bilmasdim. Akustik nevronoma bilasizmi, doktor? O'simtami? Akustik nevronomada. Okay. Okay. Etiology of sudden onset.
It's well, that's fancy English, I can see, but I have it actually happened to me. I lost my hearing, sudden deafness on one side, that side, and I panicked.
Yeah.
Because when you're an audiologist and you know what can happen, and I was so stressed.
Yeah.
So it was stress related, probably. One afternoon, I just lost my hearing on one side, like this. Couldn't hear anything. I just had this like a bumblebee zzz inside my head, and I was crying. This was really worrying. But I got cortisone very fast, and
Cortisone.
very
Cortisone helped.
It helped. I got my hearing back after a week, but that week
Was difficult.
it was a test for my nerves, I can tell you, and the tinnitus is still there. Yeah.
Istoriya bo'lgan ekan, buni o'zida ham eshitishda shunaqa bir hafta mayda qolgan ekan, bir hafta eshitmay qolgan ekan bir tarafi. O'sha paytda shu korteksga chiqqandan keyin yordam berganman deyapti, lekin bu meni nervimga bu katta nima bo'lgan deyapti. Nagruska bo'lgan, asabiylashish, bu vassalamini bo'lguncha juda bu og'ir narsaligini tushunib yetasan o'zing deyapti.
But if you want something good out of a terrible story like that, I mean, I got a week of experiencing how it is to have a CROS, a sudden deafness, how it feels like not hearing anything from that side. And it was not a nice experience, but it's good to have it with you as one of the experiences you have from life sometimes, right?
Yeah, for you easy to talk when you have the real experience in your own body.
Exactly. You can convey the information in a much, and also understand back in a much better way.
About the single side deafness, I have the situation. The patients, my friend, this is very near our friends, our classmate with Yuldash and Ilham, who is go to the meeting with to the dentist. Dentist put the
Anesthesia.
anesthesia, and after he's deaf on one side.
Yeah, that can
You
happen.
you have the experience like
I have
this?
heard stories
About
like
this.
that. Yeah. So probably
In US, not in Uzbekistan. This situation was in US,
okay.
where have the
Yeah.
many rules.
So the problem is, but probably he hit the trigeminous nerve.
Yes,
Trigeminous nerve.
I'm also
And,
letting the
yeah.
nervous face nerves.
Yeah.
Facial nerve.
Yeah. It's probably hit it.
But no problem with the faces. Not like this. Like
No.
this. Only start to hear.
Yeah.
Stop at the hair.
They're very tight connected to the hearing nerve. So probably he must have hit something in there.
I'm also
Yeah.
saying. Because
Oh, that's bad luck.
yes,
That's
in
really bad
US,
luck.
for me, it's very difficult to understand.
Now I don't want to
how-
go to the dentist.
In Uzbekistan, everything is okay, no
Yeah.
problem. With the dentist. Okay.
Okay. Cross by cross, how it works. We talked about this better ear. I think just ending it with this slide, the benefits of working with the cross by cross solution for your clients, they will have an improved hearing, sound, audibility all around. They will have a better quality of life. And this last one, it's my favorite, less auditory fatigue. The brain doesn't have to work so hard all the time. Less tired when you come home in the evening.
Fatigue. What is
Fatigue,
the-
tiredness,
fatigue?
tiredness.
I
Yeah.
need to check what is a fatigue.
Fatigue.
Translate.
A fancy word, but we use it a lot in the audiology world. Auditory fatigue is the brain gets tired from listening all the time when you have a hearing loss, and it's extra tired if you have a deaf
Усталость.
side.
Auditor. Okay.
Yeah,
Now I
exactly.
understand. Benefitlari cross bilan bicross sistemani foydali, nimalarga yordam berishini ko'rsatyapti. Improved sound, audibility around. Bitta tarjima qilib bergin. Abdurahmon aytsan birinchisi, keyin aytaman.
Hop, odatda aytganda butun atrofdagi sonlar
Hamma tovushlarga dostуп qilib beradi. Dostуп qilib beradi. Hamma tovushlarni konkretni eshitadi. Har qaysi tarafdan bo'lsa ham aniq eshitishni boshlaydi.
hayot sifatini yaxshiladi.
Birinchi o'rinda hayot sifati kelgan.
Uchinchidan yuzi bo'lgan foydasi va
Is it
Aesthetic.
on this one? It's just that it's aesthetic. It's nice, good looking. Good looking.
va o'sha charchoq.
Da, bo'layotgan nagruskani. Bularda lekin o'sha aytib yuramiz har doim. Biz уже слуховой apparat emas, biz nimani sotamiz? Уже aksessuar sotyapmiz biz. Уже o'zga bu mentalitet o'zgaryapti. Bular har doim shunga harakat qilishyapti. Butun dunyoda уже как aksessuar deb bu bo'lsin bu narsa har doim odamlarga deb. Shuni harakatida bular ham.
So this is the last slide. I think we're going to switch to the fitting software. I think for me, when I was working in the clinics, when I got the cross by cross client coming in, and I was always a bit nervous how the fitting software was treating this when I connect the hearing aid. So what is what on the side? Does the fitting software, how is it shown? What can I do in the fitting software, etc. I was always a little stressed when someone came with a cross by cross solution and you have to connect it, and you know that the transmitter is not connected in the same way.
Yes, have the special rules.
Yeah.
I think about these topics, this operation part of the connection of the how is right fit about the cross bicross systems. I think we will do when we receive the devices
Yes, exactly.
physically. It will be
Exactly.
better and show the like handmade hands-on fitting will be better.
I think so too. And it's just to say that it's super easy. That's my last word of that.
Yes, easy.
Super easy.
Juda ham oson deyapti. Men aytdimki, fittingni ko'rsatib beraymi deb, yo'q deb. Hozir fizический apparatlar qo'lga olganimiz yo'q, apparatlar qo'lga kelsa, qo'yib olib, o'rganib, qo'limizni ushlab, taqib ko'ramiz, har doim qilganimizdek ko'rib olaylik deyapman. Eva, we have the questions about the custom devices.
Yes.
Our fitting is coming with closing the problem with button.
Yeah?
Now it's closing.
What do you mean?
I mean, there was a problem with the push button in the custom devices.
Okay.
Now is this problem closed or not?
Is it Nexia or Omnia or?
Omnia.
Oh, so do you mean the rechargeable?
No, I mean the custom devices.
So they are like, I mean the rechargeable custom or the
No.
CAC? Is it the CAC you're talking about?
Not. I
Because
mean
Omnia doesn't have any push button in the customs.
why?
Because we don't have any, we have the CAC in Omnia and then we have the rechargeable ITC.
No.
It's Nexia that has the,
No, I mean the Omnia 9. Omnia CIC. Omnia CIC
with the push button.
With a push button.
Are you? Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you're using that. That's true. That's true.
We order without.
Yeah.